So we're coming off a week right now where we had a chance to take down an opponent that was so much better than us. But unfortunately, at the end of the game, we just kind of dropped the ball, ended up going into overtime and just couldn't shut them down. But it's nice that we were actually able to keep up with the Ravens in that last game because that gives me a lot of hope for week 7 against the Panthers. Now, we haven't had good weeks against teams that are kind of around the same overall as us, like the game against the Cardinals where they ended up crushing us. But again, the fact that we kind of put it together a little bit in that last game, and I feel like our offense and defense is, I don't want to say firing on all cylinders, but is doing a lot better. I think that we actually have a shot here, especially since we're going to be playing this one at home. But as long as we kind of make the reads that we're making against the Ravens and our defense really stands pat, I think that we have a really good shot here. Now, it does look like we have 2 press conferences that we have to attend to here. And let's see what they have to say. It'd be nice to be able to get some potential boosts for this next game, or even a potential dev upgrade trade. But instead, it looks like we're going to be focusing on the defense and seeing how the play calling has been. Now, to be honest with you, we haven't been doing great on defense. We already know that. And defensive red zone success has definitely been a major sticking point. Now, right now, we've given up more than 2 red zone TDs per game, to be honest with you. I feel like that is the case. Now, unfortunately, I was incorrect on that. For how many touchdowns we've given up in a lot of these games, sometimes I actually forget that they were long touchdowns. So my bad for thinking that our red zone defense has not been great, because they've been pretty decent, not going to lie. But again, we've just given up so many scores that I would have figured that we've given up more than 2 red zone touchdowns per game. Apparently I was wrong. But instead of talking about the offense, they really want to know if we're going to be trading a player. And to be honest with you, we're open to listening to offers. If we can trade away a couple guys and be able to bolster our offensive line or even potentially the secondary, I think that would be ideal. And honestly, that's one of the reasons why I'm not incredibly sad about the fact that we ended up losing to the Ravens last week. Just means that we might potentially get a better draft pick to be able to bolster both of those position groups. So be nice to be able to get that to happen. But unfortunately, saying what we said in that press conference, as you can see over the right, that's breaking news. We are open to offers, which honestly, again, isn't wrong. We definitely are. We're not looking to trade Jayden Daniels or anything like that, but we are definitely looking to trade like some of our veterans. You know what I mean? Obviously, some of the guys on offense would be great to trade away, although the only one that I think would really have a lot of trade value would be Terry McLaurin, or even potentially even like Austin Ekeler. On defense, I think the only one would be Jonathan Allen, but I do kind of feel like we do need to keep him. Our defense really is the centerpiece of our team, and if we give up one of our better defensive pieces, it's not going to be great. So honestly, on offense, I think that Brian Robinson Jr. is actually going to be a really great running back for us as well. So if we end up, giving away like Ekeler, who is an X factor currently, we might be able to get some pretty good assets for him. And so we'll see what we can do. Again, I think we have a really great backup running back, and that's another position we can look at in the draft. But realistically, we're actually not too bad in our backfield. Our quarterback and our halfbacks are pretty good. Just be really nice to be able to bolster the offensive line. And if that means that we need to get rid of Ekeler when he has some trade value, so be it. For the greater good of the team, right? So let's look at another message. This seems like it's going on forever. I apologize for that, guys. But yes, Austin Ekeler about his future. But as you can tell, it looks like Ekeler does not want to be traded. Keep him off the block. I'll be honest with you. It sucks that he doesn't want to be traded because, again, I feel like maybe we can get some really good assets for him. But if he is going to be the centerpiece of our offense right now too, that just means that we're going to have to get Brian Robinson worked in a little bit more. And then maybe in the offseason we can trade him and get a couple of draft picks or something like that. Who knows what will end up happening in the draft, right? So unfortunately, all that was a whole lot of talk for pretty much nothing there. But at least we know how our team feels and how Ekeler feels about being on the Commanders. But as it pertains to the Panthers this week, now Bryce Young, despite his struggles in real life, is actually doing pretty well in the simulation. I mean, 1,319 yards, 10 touchdowns to only 3 interceptions. He's been sacked 8 times, but since we played what, like 8 games already, or 7 or 8 games this season, it's still not too bad. Only 1 per game, and I'm sure there are a couple games where the offensive line just wasn't putting it together. So hopefully this will be one of those games so we can get in and actually get some pressure as well, but time will only tell. Now, Jonathan Brooks is their starting halfback, per usual. Of course, Hubbard is in the backfield as well, but definitely in the backup role. But Brooks does have 312 with 4 touchdowns, only averaging 3.6. Hubbard's averaging 3.7. Of course, Bryce on those scrambles is only averaging 3.5, but does have 2 touchdowns as well, so we're going to have to keep an eye out for him with that. But again, not a ton to worry about in their backfield. It looks like they're getting stopped pretty quickly. But Thielen, 422 yards already this season with 4 touchdowns. Deontay Johnson is 249, but hasn't found the end zone yet. Let's hope that today is not the day that he does. Leggett, I am so glad to actually see him doing well in the simulation too. He was one of my favorite guys in the combine, and one of the guys on the draft night that I just love so much. So I'm really glad to see him doing well here. Now, Zoma does have 153 with 3 touchdowns, so obviously Bryce likes to get it to his tight end as well. So again, these 4 guys are definitely ones we're going to have to look out for. Definitely going to have to look out for Uzoma, as like one of his safety valves. So again, our defense is definitely going to have to show up this week. Not as easy as the Bears made it seem in this last week, which I guess was yesterday at the time of this recording. When this video actually goes up, I don't know how many weeks would have passed, but either way, when the Bears played, the Panthers, the Bears defense definitely made it look easy. So let's hope that our defense is going to do the same for us. Now, in terms of their defense, though, Derek Brown, 7 TFLs and 3.5 sacks already this season. Not too bad. Shaq Thompson has 1.5 with 4 TFLs. Anderson has 4 TFLs as well. So they do get some pretty good pressure. I'm hoping that our offensive line is going to be able to hold them. Don't think so, but that just means that we might have to scramble out a little bit. Now, J.C. Horn is someone we're going to have to keep the ball away from. He's got 3 interceptions already this season. Thompson and Jackson have 1 themselves. So obviously a lot of guys are going to be able to pick the ball in the secondary. They have a lot of guys that are going to be able to get pressure. So I think that Daniels is going to have to rely on his legs a little bit in this game, and we're going to have to keep that in the back of our heads. But with all that in mind, I mean, again, it looks like their passing game is going to be the biggest threat to us. I do kind of want to contain the QB scramble, don't get me wrong, but honestly, as long as we kind of defend the medium pass, I'll let them take those little dink and dunk plays, you know what I mean, and we'll try to stop them short. We just don't want to give up anything deep or medium, but it does look like their medium range has been probably their better range for this. So we'll definitely want to keep an eye on that in the secondary. And of course, we're going to have to keep an eye on the blitz because you saw they get a lot of pressure. So as long as we kind of keep them out of our backfield, I think we're going to be better off. So getting into this matchup, obviously on paper, we are just a little bit better. The 81 overall to 80, but as I said before, like when we took on the Cardinals, man, we were definitely better on paper, but we still got wiped. So let's hope that this is going to be a little bit better. We are at home in Washington. Let's see if we can go down and we can take the Panthers. And legit, seeing that 1-5 record down there is so sad. That should at least be 2-4. You know what I mean? Again, we should have had that last game. Way to go, Ekeler. We did not go where we were supposed to, but still ended up picking up positive yardage. So 2nd and 4 would be really nice to be able to pick up a first down right here. I think as long as we hit McLaurin, we're going to at least get closer. That's going to be a 3rd and 1. So 3rd and 1, we're just going to pound this up the middle. Let's just hope that we can... Wow! Not only did we get the 1 yard that we needed, but we got a whole hell of a lot more up to the 44. So 1st and 10. Let's see if maybe we can... Let's scramble out here. Ekeler, can you go? That was stupid. But he still catches it. Let's go. Tried to playmaker him to go downfield, but he definitely ran closer to the center of the field than downfield. But as long as we can pick up a first down, I am not going to complain here. Let's see if we can keep moving it downfield as we hit McLaurin on the outs. And he gets actually upfield a little bit. Gets a little closer to the end zone. Now we got it pretty much 1st and goal, but down to the 11. So since we're down to the red zone, let's not take any chances and let's go back to the run game because that is really what's been working for us pretty much this entire season. Anytime we've had good games, it's because Ekeler's gotten started. So on the 6, let's see if we can actually push it into the end zone on this one because we have a major hole right there and Ekeler just walks in as if like no one was even there. That's the Carolina I know. We got ourselves our first score of the game. So let's see if our defense can do better than Carolina's did. It'd be nice to be able to pick up a stop here and actually be able to play with the lead for this entire game. Something we haven't been able to really have all season. So let's see if Bryce plays up to his, I guess, overall, or if he plays up to how he actually is in real life right now. That's actually a pretty decent read. Good 6 yards. So 2nd and 4 going in motion here. Let's see if they're going to run. No, they're going for another pass. As they just hit him in the flat, and we just take him down. 3rd and 1 now. If they just kind of check down again, I think we can actually stop them. But some pressure would be pretty nice too, but no one is there to be able to pick up that one. Let's go. 1st and 10. They're past midfield. Again, that's not great for us, but we can still pick up a big stop here. They're not in field goal range, and that's the important thing that we have to notice here. Now, this formation makes me think that they're going to run to the right side, and that is definitely what they're going to do, but they're not picking up any yards on that one. So I'm going to trust our secondary to go man-to-man on this one. I think we can do it. Come on. We need to stop them. Only 5 yards. Let's get in there. No, bro, you got to try to take him down quicker. You saw him throwing it. Come on, Forrest. Apparently, I'm overrating our defense, or at least our secondary, because that's rough. But 1st and 10, up to the 27. We need to push him back. A little bit of pressure here would be a good thing, but we're not even going to get that. He's going to get a really big gain on that one down to the 8. Leger. How do you pronounce his name anyways? I pronounced it one way when I was going over the stats, but I'm pronouncing it something completely different. Come on, guys. We need to get some kind of turnover. I'm glad that Forrest is getting all these tackles, but not for a good reason. Come on. 2nd and goal. We need to stop them. This is probably going to be the last play of the second quarter. Or, I'm sorry, the first quarter. And it will be 3rd and goal now. Let's stop them. So after one, we do still have the lead, 7-0, but they're knocking on the door. We do not want them to get in the end zone. I can deal with a field goal. All right, we need some serious pressure here. We need to get them down behind the line of scrimmage. Who are you? Okay, now that's Bryce Young in real life right now. Poor guy, honestly. So let's go going for the field goal, and of course they're going to get that. Just please do not hit the kicker. Let's start on the ground yet again. That has been our best part of our game, as we see a massive hole right up the middle, and we end up picking up 7 on it. So for the first time today, we are going for the RPO, and we're going to get him out there, get some good blocks. There you go. Nice little turn there, McLaurin. Gets a first down to the 45. That worked so well that I kind of want to do it again. And realistically, we have plenty of time here. Again, we don't necessarily need to hurry up because we have, what, 6 minutes? 6:40? So let's just run again. Let's get that major hole. Let's go. And we get up to the 44. Now, we've run enough where I actually feel like we can actually pass the ball here. We might be able to burn them deep, depending on where the safety goes. But if not, we do have a couple crossing routes. So let's see. Yeah, we're not going to get that. So we're going to get Sanat to the outside. Gets taken down, but not before a gain of 6. So 2nd and 4, we are just kind of burning time here. Let's keep running it. Why not? Oh, no. Oh, man, he totally shed that block. And yeah, he only picks up 2. So 3rd and 2, I am going to trust Ekeler here. He's going to get it right up the middle. Wow. He had a major hole to run through there. He's getting stopped, but he just ain't going down. That's the problem. As long as he doesn't fumble, I'm happy. 1st and 10, let's go right up the middle. Yet again. That was an RPO, but I did not like the read to the outside. Granted, I didn't even look at it. So for the first time today, we're going to go for a screen over to Ekeler. Why not? There we go. Wide open. There you go. Little juke. Nope. He gets taken down. That's going to be 3rd and 2 now. 3rd and 2. Oh, we're going to have to scramble out for this one. Is he going to get the first? He does. Let's go. I wanted to see if we can actually hit whoever that was on the right a little deep, but he did not run downfield. What matters, though, is the fact that we got the first, and we're down to the 21. And we're burning more clock. In fact, we're going to run this last play, and then we're going to get to the 2-minute warning. Big run with Ekeler. Gets stopped for no gain. So that's bad, as our starting left tackle is now injured and out for the rest of the game. We are having our offensive linemen just drop like flies, unfortunately. Thank you very much for hitting the turf on that. That was bad. So 3rd and 10, come on. We need to get a pretty big gain right here. Just something. Oh, well, hit McLaurin. We could have hit McLaurin, but I don't even know what the hell that was. He just way overthrew him. And that just means we're going to have to take our 3 here, unfortunately. I think it's smarter to go up by 7 than trying to go for it and all that kind of stuff. I just hope that we are not going to get proven wrong here. Especially considering the fact that they do get the ball back at half. That is something that I did not consider until right now. And I wish I would have thought about that and went for it on that last one. But still, you know what? It's better to get points. I will cling to that every day of the week, damn it. That is going to be... Someone take him down. I almost got proven wrong right there. That was almost really bad. They're almost at midfield, though. That's not good. In a matter of like 10 seconds, it's not what we want to see. We need to get through and get some... Oh, damn. I thought we were going to be able to get him on that blitz. That's our second one. They are on our side of the field now. That's not good. If we can get a stop here, that would be great. Or even a turnover. In fact, a turnover would be a lot better in my book. So come on, get in there, someone, please. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Finally. 2nd and 18. They're going to have to call another timeout. They have quite a distance to go here. Let's just make sure that they don't pick up a good chunk of it. If we can get another sack, that'd be great, but it doesn't look like that's going to be the case. Not only did they get a first down, but man, that's a really bad play by us. Thought we had a good chance there, but no. Unfortunately, our secondary did not hold, and now they're on the 25, and kind of at a risk for scoring here. 1 minute left in the quarter and in the half. There! Oh, no! You were right there! Why did you not tackle him, too? No fucking way, man. He was right there. I thought he was going to pick it. I tried to switch to him to be able to hit wide to do it, and it just went to the wrong guy. Look at him. Right there. How did you not? You looked back at him, too. What are we doing? Now, the one positive thing about this is the fact that at least we do get the ball back with about 50-something seconds left. So we can try to respond, but man, that's not what we needed. So unfortunately, we are going to have to air the ball out, and we've seen how that has kind of screwed us over at the end of halves in the past. So let's just hope that we don't do the same thing here, as Ekeler cannot stay in bounds. I mean, that is a good thing because, again, it stops the clock and all that, but still, you know? All right, we got this. There we go. Sanat gets downfield. Let's go. He gets free. Keep going. Keep going and get pushed out of bounds at the 14. What a play. That's what we needed right there. We still have all 3 timeouts, so we don't, I mean, realistically, it's not like we really have to rush, but hey, if we can get in the end zone quick, that would be great. So 1st and goal, let's just run it. Again, we have 2 timeouts, so it's not like we really have to rush here. Let's go. Just a couple opportunities. Let's go. We need to get in the end zone, and I think we do right here. Dotson hangs on to it, baby. And we got in the end zone with only 7 seconds left. That is the type of play that we needed to be able to, again, go up by 1 possession before they get the ball back. We just need to run these last 7 seconds off. That would be extremely nice. Just need to make sure that they don't get anywhere near scoring position. I know that's more baseball term, but it doesn't matter. Looks like they're just going to need the ball. That's perfect. We go into the locker room at half with that 1 possession lead. It is 17-10. Feel pretty good about where we're at, despite the fact that they do get the ball back at the half. But again, being up by 1 possession is great. And the fact that we haven't turned the ball over yet is a really good thing. That just means that our offense is actually rolling here. Oh my gosh, they updated this. It's a bright map again. So honestly, offensively, we're going to start to run to the outside. I feel like that's where we really excel. And the fact that we are in the lead is really great with that too. But in terms of passing, they're just killing us. We got to keep going back to the short and medium pass, but that just means that the defense has to hold like they did in the first half. I mean, yeah, that second possession was pretty rough for us, but at the same time, we're looking pretty good. We are in a much better spot than we were, I guess, in the Giants game. We were in a pretty rough spot at halftime. And actually, at halftime last game against the Ravens, too, we weren't that bad. Maybe we're just becoming a better team. Someone take him down. What? What was that? Are you kidding me? There's no fucking way. I shouldn't have said anything. Because then shit like that happens. And Brooks ends up getting a score, breaks a dozen fucking tackles in the process. And it's a tie game again. So let's go. Brand new game right here. We got this. Let's just get back on top. I think we can do it. As we get the bubble screen out to McLaurin. And he juke past him. Oh, let's go. All the way up to the 45 past midfield. So let's go back to the run, huh? We're on their side of the field now. Wow, we just ran right into him. That's going to be a hold, I think. So unfortunately, that is going to push us back to a 1st and 17. But at least it's not like it's a loss of downs, right? So let's go. Let's hit McLaurin across the middle. That'll at least get us back up. Ooh, to more than the original line of scrimmage. 2nd and 6. So again, let's try to pick this up on the ground. I feel really confident with that. Just cut it up to the 1st down. Never mind, that is a 3rd and inches. So let's go. All we need is 1 yard. Let's get that right here. As we do, and a whole lot more. Cuts it to the outside. Jukes, well, tries to juke back up. But we get down to the 16 and we got ourselves a first down and we are firmly in control. So let's keep it up. We're wasting a lot of time here, which is great because we're going to go right back up after these next couple plays. Best part is Ekeler is actually getting close to 100 yards now. And we're not even in the fourth quarter yet. So let's keep this up. Jaden, let's see if you can get a score. Let's go. That's going to be McLaurin. He gets in there. And I think that's his second touchdown of the game. We're looking really good. Jaden's having the game of his career so far. And I did say that we're going to have to really hit McLaurin a lot more in these games. And thankfully we do in the end zone this time. Now defense needs to learn from the offense here. We need to make sure that we pick up a big stop. This is not an extremely daunting team that we're facing. We can take these guys down. This is not an extremely difficult task. And unfortunately, they're picking up little gains like that one for 4. But as long as we kind of hold them, we're going to be good. We're going to get some good pressure. We've already gotten 1 sack. We're going to get a second one this game. I'm calling it. But on 3rd and 1, we're going to have to bring some pressure here. That means we're sending 5. I feel like they might try to run it, honestly. And then it's going to be a false start, baby. Let's go. Push it back to a 3rd and 6. What? Never mind. That is encroachment. How? No fucking clue. That's okay, though. I got a fresh set of downs now. That's all right. That just means that we need to get a turnover on this one. Right here. Oh, damn it. I was hoping that he was going to throw it to the guy who was going downfield because I thought that we could have jumped it. But instead, Thielen picks it up. But still not a first down, though. But still, 2nd and 1 here. They're really close to getting that fresh set again. Oh, come on. Get. Oh, shit, I thought you were going to be able to get there. But no, still knocks him down. Still catches it up to the 38. Come on, 1st and 10. We need to pick up a big stop right here. We've gotten just so close on a couple of them, but never close enough. Get up to them. I think we need to switch up the zone here. I don't think that they're going to see that coming. So 2nd and 8. Let's see if someone can lurk and be able to pick this one off. They're just going. It looks like they're going with the same play over and over again. Oh, they're going with the screen this time. Damn it. I thought I had that read, but obviously not well enough. Good play by them. I will give them that. We're getting down close to the end of the 3rd as they just... Ooh, play action. Oh, you were right there, buddy. Why are we not taking them down? You gotta love some of the PC-controlled ones when they're on your team. You know what I mean? Yeah, all Madden, for sure. Either way, though, we get down to the end of the 3rd quarter, and unfortunately, they look like they're about to score again. But thankfully, if they do, it's only going to be a tie game. We're going to get the ball back. But we got 8 minutes to play. Let's make sure we control the clock. But realistically, we would love to keep them out of the end zone. We really would, as they just run right up the middle. Way to take them down, but they still got a 3rd and inches. Let's go. It's a really big play right here. We need to force them to only kick a field goal. Oh, get in there. Damn it. We kind of had the read, but I did not see the guy pulling. We're fine. It just wastes more time, which means that we can take more time on our last possession to try to pick up a score. Let's get in there. Get there. Oh, man, I thought he was going to get to it, but no. No, Bryce is too strong of an arm, apparently. So let's go. They're down to the 1. We need to really plug them up right here. We're sending 6. There we... Oh! What was that? How did... There is no basis in physics where that should have happened right there. I need to see that replay because, like, this blows my mind. Should have been taken down there. I don't get that. And unfortunately, that is going to tie the game up. But we got 6 minutes to be able to get at least a field goal. I am not letting this end like the Ravens game. I'm sorry. I cannot take another overtime performance. And we are not getting beat by these guys the way that we got beat by the Ravens. There we go. Good return, though. All right, 1st and 10. Let's go now. Let's pick up a big gain to the outside. He tries to spin. Actually allowed him to get a few more yards. Should have been taken down in the backfield. 2nd and 5. Let's keep running to the outside. Why not? Look at that hole there. They were all trying to come back in. But thankfully, we picked that up past midfield. And we're getting closer to field goal range at least. Let's go with the jet sweep here. Send him in motion. Let's get... Oh, yikes. But McLaurin cuts it upfield. Let's go. Wow, that guy just stood there. But 2nd and 1. We're going right up the middle with this RPO. Or are we? We pick it up to Dotson. Let's go. He gets free a little bit, and we're down to the 23. Maybe a little risky for the position that we were in, but it worked. So let's run to the outside yet again. Can we pick this one up? Get the speed over him. Let's go, Ekeler. There we go. Stay in bounds. and we got ourselves down to the 8-yard line. Well, he did not stay in bounds, so that means the clock is stopped at 3:20 as we got first and goal. Let's go for the counter play. There we go. He gets a hole up the middle. We don't quite get in, but still, we got it second and goal now. So as much as I don't want to get in the end zone right now, I feel like we're going to, for sure, as we get a couple of really good blocks. And Robinson Jr. gets into the end zone. Finally, let's go, buddy. Glad to see our other running back is getting in there. And again, someone that I think is going to take over the backfield if we end up trading Ekeler for some draft picks. But still good to see him get into the end zone. And we got ourselves a lead again. But let's go. We can hold him for 2.5 minutes. Honestly, we just need to keep him out of the end zone. A field goal is not going to help them, so let's make sure that we, again, are just really careful about that. Nice little cut up right there. 2nd and 4 as the clock keeps running. And surprisingly enough, they did not snap it before the 2-minute warning. And now 2nd and 4, 2 minutes left. They still need a touchdown. Let's get in there. Let's disrupt this. Someone get out there. No, it went to the wrong guy again. You son of a bitch. I need to learn how the players change when you go change to a different player on the field. Because, man, that is upsetting yet again. We almost could have gotten that. All right, now they're past midfield. But, again, it does not matter if they're in field goal range. We just need to keep them out of the end zone as we take them down for a loss of 1 right there. As they rush to the line yet again. And come on, let's get in there. Get over to him. That should have been a hold. Are you kidding me? Did you see him holding there? Oh my gosh. Can't get a call to save our lives here. In our own stadium, are you kidding? Let's go, 1st and 10. Let's get in there. Oh, someone pick him up. Stop him short. Let's go. And again, if it wasn't just a full score, I would try to get the ball back here. But I do not want them to get in the end zone. Get over to him. Keep him in bounds. There you go. Way to go. Let's go. They do only have 1 timeout left, so them actually staying in bounds is huge. Get in there. Oh, no! Are you kidding me? He changed his direction as the ball was being thrown. Oh, my gosh. And that is how the game gets tied. Look at him. He's right there. Put your hands up. Are you kidding? I don't know how you just ignore the ball that is coming right at you. But he did. He found a way. But that just means we need to get a field goal right here. We do have all 3 timeouts, so we're in, I don't want to say the driver's seat, but at least we have a lot of things working for us. But again, all we do need to do is get into field goal range. That is the important thing here. There we go. Bad throw on the run, unfortunately. I will say the downside, though, is we do not want to give them the chance to get the ball back if we can't work it down into range here. But let's go. We scramble. Get to the outside. We do not. And unfortunately, unless McLaurin can beat him deep, I think this one's going to overtime, unfortunately. We're going to give him a shot. No, and that is not going to happen. So as much as I don't want to punt here, we're going to have to. We're just going to have to make sure that we pick up a stop in just a couple seconds. So at this point, 4 seconds left. We just need to play prevent. That's all. And that looks like this is going to be our second. Oh, imagine if he picked that and ran that back. That was not going to happen, but imagine. So we're going to have to do that just one more time. But again, our second overtime game in 2 weeks. Not great. We just need to make sure we win the coin toss this time. There we go. So at the end of regulation, 31-31. The good thing here is at least we don't have to call the flip. They get to call if they want heads or tails, and I am not going to feel bad either way. So let's make sure we get the ball back right here. Boom, baby, let's go. I want the ball, and we're going to score, baby. That might be a really bad thing to say right here because, again, last time someone did that, that was Matt Hasselbeck, and he proceeded to throw a pick 6 on the first play. So let's not do that. Let's make sure this is a different outcome and we find a way to get into the end zone and we end up scoring. At the very least, maybe we can get a tie if we just manage to work the clock. Great play. Get out there. Oh, no! Ekeler, pick up the... You are fucking worthless! What is your problem? Oh, he's down! He's fucking down! He is down! Alright, we got a gift there. We really did. So, Ekeler, I'm going to trust you on a screen pass here. If Daniels could get the ball out quick, that was a really rough play. And now we're going to have to find a way to pick up this first down. On the in, let's go, Crowder. That's what I'm talking about. And we got ourselves a first down. Let's go 1st and 10, almost at midfield. Let's run to the outside yet again. Nice block. Don't you dare try to juke or anything. Just go out of bounds. I don't give a shit. At this point, we're not trying to be fancy or anything like that. We just want points, goddammit. So let's go. Let's run back to the outside yet again. They already know where we're going. But Ekeler finds a way to pick up 3 yards. So they're so worried about the run right now that it looks like we're actually going to be able to get Crowder out there on the RPO. I wanted to go for the RPO, and he didn't throw the ball. That's rough, and now that leaves us in a spot where we really need to pick up a first down right here. And it might have to be to Dotson, and it is. Hangs on to it, and that is a first down. Let's go. That is a huge play. The fucking balls on that man. You know what I mean? Let's go. As we go right back to it, first down. Let's run it to the left. Get some good seals. Not quite. And we only pick up 6. Now, Dotson does get injured on that one, but he will come back. That's good. He didn't go to the locker room. 2nd and 4, we just need to pick up a first. Again, we just need to keep the clock rolling, too. 3rd and 3 now. Let's go. Big play right here. 3rd and 3, we need the first down. And we end up hitting Sanat. Stay on that side of the first down marker. Sorry, we've been screwed by that before, and we do not want that again. We need some points here, and we might actually be able to settle for a field goal, if I'm being honest. But let's just run to the outside again. Good blocks. Get there. Let's go. McLaurin gets one more, and we get in the end zone, baby, and we got ourselves a big dub against Carolina. I know, as I say that, that does not sound impressive. I get that. But it's our 2nd win of the season, and we finally got one in overtime to be able to make up for that game against the Ravens last week. Let's fucking go. Ekeler, despite the fact that you almost ruined it for us, ended up scoring the game-winning touchdown. I think that was his 2nd of the day. And let's go. We don't have to worry about them getting the ball back. We just go and we celebrate, baby. Now let's go out on the town and, well, no, don't celebrate too much. You're only 2-5, but still, be happy. And ladies and gentlemen, that is how we pick up our 2nd win of the season. Although Bryce was pretty perfect today. 27 for 30, 251 with 2 touchdowns, but Daniels was almost just as good, if not a little bit better, because we won. But 18 for 23, 230 with 2 touchdowns as well. 78%, his highest of the season. You're welcome. On the ground, though, Ekeler, 24 for 170 with 2 touchdowns. Brooks found the end zone twice himself, but 6 for 80, 13.3. Maybe I should have put a little more emphasis on the run. That's okay. Bryce with 25. Daniels with 3. Robinson with 1 with that 1 touchdown as well. And McLaurin had that 1 jet sweep for 9. Now, in the air, though, oh my gosh, Leger, however you want to pronounce it, had 1 touchdown, 91 yards. Again, glad to see him doing really well. McLaurin was the leader on our team, 6 for 68 and a touchdown. I said that if we were going to win, we had to get him worked in there, and we definitely did today. Thielen, 6 for 64. Sanat was big in this game as well because Ertz has been gone. 61 yards. And, of course, a couple touchdowns as well. Dotson, a big one for us, 5 for 40 as well. But defensively, looking at our team, nothing to really celebrate. We had 2 TFLs by Davis and Armstrong. We had the 1 sack by Armstrong as well. But no picks, no fumbles, no nothing like that. That was just our offense actually putting in a good day's work. So that's what we love to see as we end up getting out here. So now we can actually see who we're facing next week. I really wanted to focus on this one. I didn't want to look ahead at the rest of the schedule, even though you guys probably saw it on the beginning screen. But that's neither here nor there. But what does matter is the fact that we ended up picking up a dub. And oh no, we got 2 new injuries and we're going to be facing my favorite team next week in the Chicago Bears. Now, unfortunately, in the injuries, Cosme, our best offensive lineman, our right guard. I know I said left tackle earlier in the game. I don't know why I said that. I think it's because I was thinking of Coleman or something like that. Either way, he's going to be out for 7 weeks with a broken hand. Ertz is still going to be gone, but Wiley also ended up going out in that last game. And he's going to be out for an additional 2 weeks with a foot fracture. That's rough, but hey, we're still able to pick up a win this week, and hopefully that momentum will carry over into next week against the Bears, because I don't know what their record is, but I'm sure that their overall is pretty damn good. Their record, although, is not. 2-4, but an 84 overall with an 85 offense. That's going to be rough for our team. Obviously, we're going to get a chance to look at these team meetings and the player meeting as well. We'll look at that next week before the game against the Bears, but for now, let's just bask in this win as we ended up taking down the Panthers 37-31, and we ended up going to 2-5 on the season. At least this season isn't a complete bust. As long as we can pick up 4 wins this season, I'm going to be pretty happy. Again, as long as we end up getting a pretty good draft pick as well, that's going to be good. But I think if we're able to trade Ekeler or someone else to be able to get a better draft pick or move up in the draft, that's going to be great to be able to bolster the offensive line or even bolster the secondary. Either way, though, happy we're able to win and be able to kind of make up for that loss against the Ravens. Now we need to look forward to Week 8 against the Bears, and hopefully we can pick up our second win in a row.